Welcome back to TalkersTheGeeks.com. Justin here, and today we got more comic book reviews. Today we are going to be reviewing Batman the Imposter number 2, or book 2. And as always, I give you a brief synopsis, so here we go. Detective Blair Wong sets her sights on Bruce Wayne as a source of information about the Batman, but neither of them was ready for the sparks that flew when they met. Unfortunately for their relationship, the imposter Batman has killed again, and the pressure is mounting to close this case immediately. And once again, I want to give that round of applause. Then I definitely enjoyed what I read or what I watched or what I played. And this is just probably going to be one of my favorite series so far. This is such a good story. And one thing this does now is that it expands on Bruce Wayne as a character, as he is still trying to figure out who is this imposter. I'm starting to think I know who it is. I'm going to talk about my little theory in the spoiler section of who I think the imposter might actually be. But it could definitely be a red herring, because someone who has been mentioned constantly, but they have not shown any even any artwork of this particular character. So I'm gonna leave my theory towards the end, but in my spoiler section. But I have to say, I absolutely love this dynamic relationship between Leslie and Bruce, and now Bruce with his relationship to Detective Blair Wong, who was basically investigating Bruce Wayne and Wayne Enterprises because of certain motorcycles that have been in this case have been turning up always on a crime scene or missing, and so she's trying to figure out what's going on with that, and maybe how maybe that the Wayne Enterprise is financing the Batman. So Bruce, being Bruce, is just like, look, Wayne Enterprises ain't really involved. I'll open up the books, you can check everything, we're clean and everything else. But Bruce has other ulterior motives here. He needs to get close to Blair to get access to the GCPD files. That way he can get information that he, as a detective, doesn't even have. So this is like the first glimpse that we see him putting on the classic Bruce Wayne charm that we're all known and what we're used to seeing. But something happens during this, and Bruce actually catches feelings for Blair. And the reason why is because they have this kind of connection. Both of them are mirror images of each other. Blair also witnessed her parents getting killed. Only difference is Blair's father was a cop, so she had this kind of sense of justice that she needed to kind of keep the Wong legacy going in the police force. But she also has, kind of similar to Bruce, have this kind of dark thoughts and dark feelings with Blair. If she can get a chance to kill the person, if she ever got the opportunity to kill the person that killed the parents, she would have did it in a heartbeat. Same with Bruce, but of course Bruce took the Batman route. So I kind of like how Bruce is kind of dating somebody who's just like himself, and he's kind of feeling guilty of using her to get to what the mission is and to find out who this Batman imposter is. That's basically the whole gist of book 2, but there's so much characterization, so much peel back on Bruce's psyche, and once again, just using Leslie Tompkins as that vehicle to really explore that psychological aspect of what makes Batman Batman, and separating that duality of Bruce. And just keep in mind, this is a younger Bruce Wayne who's only been, I think this is like year 2 of his beginnings. And the fact that we have this twist that Alfred wasn't strong enough to deal with the rage that Bruce has, and that Alfred just freaking bounced. He's like, yo, I'm done. I can't deal with this. You're on your own. And I like that dynamic because there's something fresh, there's something new to see that Alfred wasn't strong enough to help and be that moral compass anchor for Bruce in his younger years of Batman, to really instill certain rules in him that were known for it. But now it's actually Leslie that's kind of really riding that ship and driving that ship to get Bruce more into the light instead of the darkness that he's embracing in the first issue. And just to see Blair to be kind of that moral mirror image of him, but she's doing it by being a police officer, and she doesn't take as much extreme lengths or hasn't psychologically been as fucked up as Bruce. It's something I definitely was really enjoying. So I'm gonna go into a little bit of a spoiler territory. First of all, I absolutely love this book, so let me give it my rating. This is still a must read. Please pick this up, support this book so far. I am enjoying the hell out of it. Now, here is my spoiler theory. I think that Gordon is the imposter because in issue 2, in this issue that I'm just finished reviewing, they keep mentioning how all the victims of the imposter are people or criminals that the judges let go because Gordon was working with the Batman. So I'm starting to think Gordon is Batman, knows Batman's moves, knows Batman's tech, probably knows who Batman is, and he's using Batman to clean up. He's using Batman or dressing up as Batman to clean up the rights that the crooked judges did wrong by letting these criminals go or letting the organizations go. So I think Gordon might be the imposter here. So we'll see on the next issue if I'm actually right of who this imposter actually is. But I'm really enjoying this, man. This is Justin from AutocalypseGeeks.com. If you like what we do here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. You can also hit us up on all social media channels, Instagram at AutocalypseGeeks, Twitter at AutocalypseGeeks, Facebook.com/AutocalypseGeeks blog, Twitch.tv/AutocalypseGeeks, and of course, most importantly, visit AutocalypseGeeks.com for more reviews, interviews, and news. This is Justin saying later days. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.